What is up, y'all? It is your boy Trucking with Dev here, back with another video, y'all. I know it's been a long minute since I posted an updated video. I know I said I was gonna post videos about my truck, about being an owner operator and stuff in that nature, but look, y'all, this video I'm gonna get straight to the point, straight to it, and we're gonna talk about why I hung up my keys, parked my truck as an owner operator, y'all. So a lot of people always told me when I was becoming an owner operator to save money, to make sure that when I got into my own truck that I had at least $15,000, $20,000 saved up in the bank. And I'm not talking about to buy a truck with that amount of money. That is just for maintenance, repair, right? You got to think about it. When you're an owner operator, you only have one truck. You got maintenance, repair that you're responsible for. Also, you got stuff at home, your regular bills that you're responsible for. And, you know, if you buy a truck used or you buy a truck cash, you got a payment you're responsible for, right? And then everything else on top of that. So me getting into the trucking game, becoming an owner operator, this is my second time becoming an owner operator. And actually, this time I actually did better than I did the first time. But see, I'm going to tell y'all where I kind of messed up at, right? I'm going to tell y'all kind of some things that'll help to educate y'all. This is not to discourage nobody that wants to be an owner operator. This video is not to discourage nobody and tell y'all like, hey, don't do it. But just hear me out, y'all. Just hear me out all the way to the end of this video. And I hope that, you know, you can grasp everything that I talk about in this video. So first off, like I said, my truck that I had bought was a 06, I think 07 Volvo V&L with a D12 60 series, D12 Volvo engine. It's kind of like the 60 series engine, but it's the Volvo's version, right? So for those y'all that don't know, when you buy a Volvo or any kind of like truck that is out of the ordinary, it's a little bit more expensive to fix and repair because it's just not a common engine. It's not a common truck. You know, people that work on trucks in and out, like Cummins, Caterpillars, Peterbilt, Kenworth, stuff in that nature, Freightliner, it's more of a common truck to where when you take it to the shop, the mechanics put their hands on those trucks and engines so much that it's not an issue for them to fix. But when it comes to a Volvo, yeah, they're very reliable engines. I could speak for the D12, very, very, very reliable engine. But, you know, when it does have to go to the shop, you got to pay a big buck, right? Because they're not always, or even if you got Jimmy Joe that's a mechanic, he's really never touched Volvos before because they're not common. Especially, I mean, if you are in the oil field, they are becoming common in the oil field. Don't get me wrong. They're pulling tankers. I see them pulling tankers. I see them out there pulling water, and they're getting more popular, but they're just not as popular like you would be driving a KW with a Cummins or a Cat, stuff like that nature. Like, so me, when I bought my truck, I ran into that issue. I had a major breakdown, which was a transmission. So the mechanic was like, hey, I got to do this, 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 and this. So that ended up costing me like $5,300 to replace certain things on the transmission. You know, tires, it was another thing, which would cost me $3,200 for my drive tires on the back, steer tires, $1,500. So what I'm trying to say is it just costs a lot of money. And then whenever you have breakdowns, it's going to cost you a lot more money when you have a truck that's not common. And the main thing is, y'all, that I'm really trying to tell y'all is that you have to, this thing, being an owner operator, is you got to make sure that you have money saved, right? Because see, my thing was, is when I leased my truck onto a company, like I was told, hey, you're gonna make $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, all this money, right? And yeah, that was true, but that's gross. That's what the truck was grossing. That's not what I was taking home and net. That's not what I was netting. I was making 10 grand, but I was taking home 5. I was making 8 grand, but I was taking home 4. Like, and that was just on good weeks. You know, the whole reason why I parked my truck, the main reason why I parked my truck is because work was all right. We was making 4,000. We was making 5,000. I seen 6,000 maybe like one time. And that's because I was busting ass. That's because I was away from home. You know what I mean? But just having, you know, being out in the oil field, as y'all know, if you don't know, it's an up and down. It's kind of like the stocks. You know what I mean? Like, you got good weeks, you got bad weeks. You got a lot of competitors, a lot of competition out there because there's so many people getting into the industry and in the oil field hauling vacuum tanker that it's starting to get oversaturated, right? So everybody's trying to go in and cut everybody's throats to make, you know, to make money, right? So you got certain rates at $100 an hour, you got $120 an hour, you got guys coming in at $95 an hour, right? So they're making work slow for everybody else, right? So I don't know if that's what it was with us, but I just know that me being an owner operator with the company that I was on with, which was Acme, I was leased under them, under their DOT, under their stuff. So therefore I was paying expenses, I was paying trailer rent and all of that. But again, y'all, it just became expensive, right? It just became really expensive because I had an older truck. So things I knew weren't gonna last on that truck. And so that's like from my experience. And I know people always say, oh, like me, my thing was, I'm always about buying an older truck. I am, but I should have done more of, you know, my research and more of looking into the truck as far as like, and I know I'm kind of jumping around, guys, but this is just, I'm in the Starbucks line right now trying to get some coffee, but I just kind of want to just do this video and put it out there. But like I was saying is like, you know, having an older truck, doing my research, I should have checked the differentials. I should have checked for leaks, transmission leaks. I should have knew, which I knew my transmission, my clutch was going out because I would smell it every time. And I knew it was low on oil, but I just kind of like, no, it's not bad because I checked it not too long ago, so it's good. But when you have a truck, you're constantly having to check that truck. You're constantly having to make sure that that truck is up to par, or oil leaks and everything like that, right? But when I bought the truck, I already knew it was old. I knew it had 1.6 million miles on the engine and on the frame as well. So the differentials were rusting in. There was like pits, so the oil was coming out of the differentials, and it was a lot of stuff, y'all. It was a lot of stuff, I'm not gonna lie. But I made it almost 9 months strong in the truck. I've made tremendous amount of money, like I've made good money, but towards the end, it's just sometimes there comes to a point where you have to actually sit down and actually think about, hey, am I actually making profit? Am I actually making money to where like I'm able to do other things that I want to do, right? Like, you know, or are you just gonna always be an owner operator having to repair stuff and constantly, you know, oh, well, I got to keep on repairing things and you know, oh, I got to take care of just the bills at home and I got to constantly repair things and, oh, take care of the bill. Like, you don't want to live, me personally, I don't want to live a life like that. So therefore I had to come to my realization, and I talked to my wife. Me and my wife kind of talked about it. My wife was like, I just think this is the best bet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're stressing over stuff that's like irrelevant. Like, this is something we don't even need to be worried about right now. When you have other opportunities, like you have a hazmat, you got experience and stuff like that, you have a lot more doors that are out there. People might be like, oh, well, you're owner operator, oh, like you just can't hack it, or oh, this. It's not that. It's just wise. When you're wise and you understand certain things, you just move different. And a lot of people don't let go of that because they want to be full of pride and they want to be arrogant, and they just think, oh, well, you know, this is just what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give up on it. And I'm not going to say, like I said, this video is not to discourage nobody. Like, you can do it. But now, what I recommend people to do is getting into it is make sure that you do have money saved. Make sure that you do have a good credit score in case you got to go to the bank and you got to pull out a loan to keep you going if that's something you want to do. You know, make sure you do look at the truck that you buy. You look at it from top to bottom, to side, like everything. Don't go buying a truck just because it's a good deal on the grip, and then automatically you know it's going in it that first week you're gonna need a whole set of drive tires. That first week you're gonna need steer tires. That first week or that first month your clutch is gonna go out. You know it's giving out. You're just buying the truck for cheap. Or, oh, I could fix it, no problem. I got the money. Buy you a truck that's gonna be able to go for a good amount of time before you're starting to have repairs, just so you can start stacking up. And yeah, we can't plan on when things are going to be happening, when you're going to need repairs. We cannot, yeah. But if we can kind of, you know, just be smart about things, just kind of like, okay, we'll set ourselves up for success down the road, then why not, right? It might cost you a little bit more off the grip, but it's worth it because, like I said, speaking from my experience, guys, I bought my truck at a cheap price. I bought it for $14,000 cash, okay? And a month later, I had to put a clutch. A month later, I had to put tires. I had blowouts, you know, back to back. So it's just those things, guys, that's why I'm doing this video, just to kind of put that out there on the reason why. I know people probably was wondering, because I did a video on TikTok and I let them know, I let y'all know, if y'all are watching, y'all staying tuned, you know, basically, hey, who wants to know about it, this and that and the other. I had some people like it and they wanted to know, so I'm doing this video basically putting it out there to let people know why I hung up my keys. Not that the company I was with was a bad company, no, but like having the truck that I had really couldn't give me no other options, no other opportunities, because just the truck itself was just not what it should be, as far as being on the road, right, as far as safety and everything else. But it was a good run. I'm back to hauling condensate with the company that I was with. Like, they've called me back like 3 times, the company I was with prior, the company I made the money to buy the truck. But see, when I bought the truck, I didn't have money saved. I had enough to buy the truck and that was it. Like, I didn't have no money saved after that for the repairs, you know, all the unnecessary breakdowns. You know, you want to make sure you have that money to be able to take care of 2 months worth of your bills, your mortgage, your cars, your light, your water. You know, you want to make sure that you have that money, not only money for your regular bills to sustain that if you're down for 2-3 weeks, but also to sustain the repairs. When the repairs come up, you want to be able to take care of that and not have to be dipping into the bill money or savings elsewhere, right? So it's just stuff like that I learned. It's all a learning experience for me, and who knows, I might be back in another truck next year, you know what I mean? That's the plan. But you know, things do change, right? But you know, I just hope that this video brings value to those that are watching it. And you know, yeah, like I said, I might be scrambling all over the place, but it's just, I just want to be able to put out this information to help those that want to get into this industry, and want to be transparent about it. I got guys that are in my comment sections and some of my videos, you know, just being ignorant, arrogant, you know, because, oh, well, you're not saying much, you're not. But it's like, well, if you've ever done it or doing it or want to do it, then you understand, you know what I mean? But people that don't know nothing about the game will never understand, right? So I hope that these videos, man, that I'm doing, guys, are helpful. I hope that these videos are helping to just get you to that next step, you know, just to give you confidence. Like, you got to have confidence in what you do. And like I said, I'm not trying to like deter nobody from being an owner operator. Do it. If you got the right, you know, everything lined up the right way, do it. Do it, y'all. I mean, I'm not trying to be negative, but for me, it was just the right thing for me and my family to sell the truck, because we just knew what was coming down the road. And maybe it wouldn't be a tire, maybe it'd be a whole engine repair, right? And $20,000, I don't have that, right? But if you got the money, like I said, it's something you can do. But yeah, y'all, till next time, I'm about to get here and the Starbucks thing to order. So we're about to go get a Christmas tree, me and the wifey. We're about to go get a Christmas tree, go to Home Depot. And yeah, so if y'all even found this video like, if I left something out, make sure that y'all let me know if I left something out. Comment in the comment section. Hit that notification bell, because I'm gonna be dropping some more content here soon. Of course, educating, putting everybody on game. That's just what I do. Transparent is what I am. You know what I mean? I just be transparent as possible, because I want people to succeed, man. I'm not one of those guys that want to get on here and be like, yeah, go buy a truck, you're gonna make millions of dollars and you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, man. It's a pain in the ass, but it's doable, and it's not for the weak. But it's definitely something that is a venture if you want to get on it and you know, go for it and be your own boss. I mean, it's definitely something you can do. And another thing, see, I was leased on with a company. I have my own authority, but I have not used my own authority to go get loads and stuff like that. That part of trucking, I haven't got to that yet. So maybe that's my next step, right? Maybe I could get out of the oil field. Maybe I could find something different. I mean, who knows what the future holds? The future is always different for everybody, right? So, but like I said, y'all, if y'all found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, so that I know that I am giving y'all what y'all are looking for. Also, comment in the comment section and hit that notification bell for future videos, man. So much love, guys. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy Trucking with Dev, and I'm out. This lifestyle ain't for the weak. You gotta get up and go get it. You can't live life off motivation. You gotta be driven. Things are gonna be tough. All that means is to get up and push harder. Now get up and chase those dreams. And when you get there, don't stop. Keep going.